Thor Bjornsson just broke Eddie Hall's deadlift record for the third time, but people are still saying Eddie can do more. Standing at 6'9", 451 freaking pounds, this man is the only one to ever make Brian Shaw look normal. But somehow this giant is still living in the shadow of Eddie Hall, so what the freak happened? See, back in July of 2016, Eddie became the first person to ever lift 500 kg, and it wasn't until 4 years later in 2020 that Thor broke it and lifted 501 kg. But the problem was Thor broke it in his home gym, and usually this wouldn't be a problem because he had a third-party official there, but allegedly his dad was the one that weighed the plates. So the community was favoring Eddie, saying that Thor had to break it in competition, and it didn't help that Thor tried to lift it in comp a couple times and failed it each time. So now everyone was convinced that Thor was lying, but in July of 2025, Thor said F all you niggas and lifted 505 kg. But people were saying his knees were soft, so it didn't count either. So just a couple months later in September of the same year, Thor said F all you niggas ×2 and lifted 510 kg. So now Eddie fans are commenting that Eddie is still young enough to come back and break it, so subscribe if you think he will.